Good morning, Novi, and welcome to the Cat's Eye News. I'm Ed Shaheen.
And I'm Darren Baydoun. In national news, strong enthusiasm for Hillary Clinton has faded since the renewal of the FBI's investigation into her emails. While vote preferences have held essentially steady, she's now a slim point behind Republican candidate Donald Trump, a first since May, in the latest Washington Post tracking poll. In the latest results, 46% of likely voters support Trump and 45% are for Clinton. A mere 0.7% of a percentage point divides them. Third-party candidate Gary Johnson has 3%, a new low, while Jill Stein is at 2%. Trump now leads Clinton by 8 points in their share of voters who are very enthusiastic about their choice as of Friday. But compared with past elections, it's low for both of them. 53% for Trump, 45% for Clinton. Support for Clinton has lost 7 points since the start of tracking, especially Friday through Sunday. This is possibly a consequence of the controversy over her ethics as Secretary of State, in which she may or may not have sent classified government information over a private email server.
Many students know teacher Philip Scavo as Captain America because of his striking resemblance to actor Chris Evans. Josh Jones and Devin Simpson tell us more about how Scavo's nickname came to be.
Teacher Phil Scavo, commonly known as Captain America, gained the nickname from the 8th graders of Novi Middle School back in 2012.
They thought I looked like Captain America. So they said, "Oh, you, Mr. Scavo, you look like Captain America." And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice of you." The next day they showed up with the shield, that shield up there. And that's how the whole thing started. And I was, "Oh, this is really cool, you know, they can call me worse things." The next year I moved to the high school, and so did they, because they were going to be freshmen, and then I was moving up here, and so the name, it followed.
Because of his resemblance to Captain America, Scavo had the opportunity to attend the Civil War premiere in a custom-made suit.
My cousin is the Baltimore Sun insider, so she works with Baltimore Sun Times, and she does like all their entertainment insider stuff. So she came for a visit, she heard the story, and she was like, "Oh, you should do a premiere, I should have you do a premiere." And we talked about it for a year or so, and then they were going to have me do it for Age of Ultron, but that didn't work out. So then Civil War came around, and she had been talking with all her contacts at Marvel and showing them pictures of me, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this dude looks just like him. We got him, he needs a suit." So they had me send all my measurements, and then Marvel actually made it for me. So like other people that got one for premieres, it's not made to them, but mine's made specifically for me. The premiere was awesome. Like if I could get paid to do that all the time, that would be cool. So it was basically just me and a guy doing Iron Man, basically screwing around with fans for 2 hours. So they had us get there, we got into the suits, and then they had like a whole meet and greet station set up, and we took all kinds of pictures. And then the coolest thing was there was all these little kids, and some of them were like dead on convinced that we were the real people, like it was us. So that was kind of neat. And then we just messed around the whole time and pretended like we were fighting over snacks, things like that. The guy playing Iron Man and I would keep messing with each other. They had all these promotional materials, and some of them were like towels. They were about this big, and some said Team Cap, some said Team Iron Man. And so every time they'd take a picture, it was the same photographer, and I figured out her rhythm. And so every time someone would hold up a Team Iron Man one, right before she'd take the picture, I'd put the shield in front of it to cover it up. And so we had like a little fake rivalry going. And so one time, a fan wanted just a picture with me, no Iron Man in it. And so playing on the fake rivalry, he pretended to get all angry, and then walked off our little thing, and I'm gonna get snacks, and then took popcorn out of a guy's bin as he was walking over, and everyone was stopped what they were doing, and we're watching him just playing out the most amazing fake angry moment.
Devin Simpson, Cat's Eye News.
In school news, volunteers are needed for the Spartan Swim Meet held at the Novi High School pool on Saturday, November 19th and Sunday, November 20th. You do not need to be on a swim team to volunteer. Sign up for a shift in Miss Cliff's office at lunch. There's a new tutoring program called Study Table available to all students seeking homework or study help for any class, including AP classes. Tutoring is available on Thursdays after school from 2:15 to 3:05 in Mr. Kowalski's room 271. Senior photos are due to the yearbook advisor, Rachel Mercer, by November 11th. Senior photos must meet all portrait guidelines and must be submitted on a CD. Please see Ms. Mercer in room 154 if you have any more questions.
Novi Youth Council is sponsoring Addicted to Movies Not Drugs, an all-night movie marathon at Imagine Theater. It will be Monday, November 7th from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. The cost is $10 and includes admission, drinks, and snacks. For more information or to purchase tickets, please visit cityofnovi.org. Like every Friday, tomorrow is Green and White Day. Show your support for all of Novi's successful sports teams by participating in this Spirit Day. That's all for your news. Now over to Lauren with your sports.
There is a ski team informational meeting today at 7:30 p.m. in room 160. Come out and hit the slopes with the ski team this year. The girls swim and dive team has their conference championship meet tomorrow and Saturday at South Lyon East High School. Good luck to all the girls competing. In professional sports, the World Series ended last night with the Chicago Cubs coming out on top. At the end of the ninth inning, the game was tied 6-6. The game ended in the bottom of the 10th and the Cubs took the win. This has been the first World Series win for the Cubs in 108 years. The Pistons fell to the Brooklyn Nets last night with a score of 109-101. Henrik Zetterberg of the Detroit Red Wings scored his first goal of the season against the Philadelphia Flyers last night. The Wings were tied 3-3 at the end of the third period, went into overtime, but ended up falling short by 1 goal. That's all for your sports. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Lauren. That's all for today's edition of the Cat's Eye News. Tune in tomorrow for more Cat's Eye News. I'm Ed Shaheen.
And I'm Darren Baydoun. For more, visit the Cat's Eye News YouTube page. Have a great Thursday, Novi.